Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k Killteam Battle Report. Today we'll be playing the narrative play mission Assassinate, and we will be playing Adeptus Astartes versus Deathguard. The meaning of this mission is quite simple. The attacker, which will be the Adeptus Astartes,
yes.
need to kill the leader of the defender, which will be the Deathguard. The moment this happens, the attacker wins the game. We have random game length, so after turn 4 we roll a d6, and on a 3 up we'll continue for turn 5, and after turn 5 on a 4 up we'll continue for turn 6, if we get that far. And there will be a scouting phase in this mission as well. So let's go to the teams and see what Igor and me came up with. So let's start off with Adeptus Astartes. I brought a Primaris Sergeant, Intercessor Sergeant, and he has a bolt rifle, and he's the leader. And then next to him there's a Primaris Intercessor having also a bolt rifle and an auxiliary grenade launcher, and he's the demolition specialist. Next to him we have another Intercessor, also wielding a bolt rifle, and he has the comm specialist. And then we have a Reaver Sergeant with a heavy bolt pistol and a combat knife, and he's the combat specialist. Then he also has a grapnel launcher and grav chute. So then we go to the other Reaver. He's just basic with a combat knife and a heavy bolt pistol, and also a grapnel launcher and grav chute. And then we have another Intercessor with a bolt rifle and an auxiliary grenade launcher. On to the Deathguard. So here's the Deathguard, and Igor will guide us through.
Yeah, it's the same old really. It's the good old plate champion with a power fist, the sword, and the plasma pistol. Then there's the he's the leader, of course.
Yeah.
Then there's the demolition expert gunner with the
Plate spear?
No,
or blight launcher.
Blight launcher. Oh wow, I completely blanked on that one.
Has been a while.
It's New Year's and Christmas and all that. There's a fighter there. He's the combat specialist with a big, great. I think it's called a great cleaver.
Yeah, great plate cleaver.
Great
right?
plate cleaver. Yeah.
Start to get to know them too well.
Good. And then there's the heavy with the plague spewer.
Yes.
The plague spewer, yes, because there's also plague. It's the heavy variant, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And good old veteran.
The stock.
Happy to be there.
Yeah.
And the boys that are gonna be the clutch, I guess, the 3 Foxwalkers.
I was thinking of making them some target practice.
Well, that's what they're there for.
We'll see. So, like I said before, the Ultramarines will be the attacker in this mission, and so he needs to die.
Yep.
And the Deathguard will be the defender. Let's go for a scouting phase and some roll-offs.
Yep.
So for the scouting phase, let's see who picked what. I picked 1, scout out enemy forces, and Igor take forward positions.
Oh wait, shit, I need.
Do you want to take another one?
The other one.
Or you wanted to take a 6?
Yeah.
Eliminate sentries.
Which cancelled out the 5. That's why I had the wrong thing.
Yeah. So
you're
not going to do anything, and I can place models after deploying. Oh, I needed to pick something. So we have deployed, and the Deathguard are surrounding their leader to keep him alive. There's the other Foxwalker. I missed one, but I didn't see this one due to the container. And the Marines are on this side of the board. So I'm gonna roll off to see who gets to start turn 1. I have a 7 and you have a 1. So not a good start of the new year for you.
Nope.
So at the beginning of the game, Igor is going to play Grandfather's Blessing, and who you're gonna put it on.
I want to do it on my leader, but problem is, if I roll a 1, he gets D3 mortal wounds and he dies, and then we're done with the battle. So, I mean, we can record more battles.
You can just I'll give you a reroll on
no,
it.
it's fine.
Just for free.
I'll put it on the big cleaver dude.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on a 2-up, something happens.
2-up, he gets better. On a 1, he gets.
He's in trouble.
He just fucking dies. Oh, there we go.
So
2-up, he adds +1 to hit and wound rolls until the end of the battle.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we have that done. I want to roll off to get to go first. So yep. I'll initiate some movements.
Yeah, have fun.
So end of the Adeptus Astartes movement phase. The sergeant here readied. This Reaver moved up. The intercessor with the demolition expert, he readied as well. The comm specialist moved up. The Reaver sergeant moved up. And that guy over there, he readied as well. Onto a Deathguard movement then. So for the Deathguard, the blood launcher ready. The other dudes all moved around a bit. The leader is going to hide. And the regular dude, he readied as well. Yes. So onto a shooting phase. And let's start with some readied Space Marines then.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna start shooting with this guy. He's gonna fire a correct grenade with his auxiliary grenade launcher, and he's gonna use the custom ammo stratagem to get a +1 to wound. Yes. Yes. So he's gonna shoot at him. However, the comm specialist is standing right next to him, so he'll tell him +1. So he doesn't get the -1 for being obscured, and he's within half range because he has 30 inch and he's just within 15. So he'll be hitting on a 3. And I hit. Now, he's strength 6, your toughness 5, so he'll be wounding on 3s. What he'll be wounding on 2s because he has the +1.
Okay.
And since he's a demolition expert, I believe he actually gets an additional +1 because you're obscured.
Yeah.
So he negates your -1 for being obscured.
Good.
No, that's not for
No.
the wound rolls. So wounding on a 2.
Yep. There you go.
He does that with a -1, so that leaves you with a 4-up arm save.
3.
But you fail.
Yes.
So now you get D3 damage. For 3 damage. So now you get to do 3 disgustingly resilient rolls.
Nope. Well, I make 1. Didn't make 2.
Yeah, so I get 2 damage rolls and then pick the highest.
Dead.
He's taken out. With a 5 and a 6, he's kind of gone.
A little bit.
So that's a good start. Get rid of that stupid blood launcher. So this Plague Marine also ready. He's gonna fire at the Primaris intercessor with the auxiliary grenade launcher. Just within 12 inch, but he is obscured, so hitting on 4s.
That's 6.
1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 4.
That is a 3.
That's not enough because you needed a 4-up.
Yep.
So the sergeant here, he's going to fire at the Great Plague Cleaver because I don't like that weapon.
Oh yeah.
He's just within half range and not obscured. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Strength 4, toughness 5, so wounding on 5s. That's for 1. With a -1 AP, so it leaves you with a 4-up armor save.
And no.
Damage. It's taken out.
Well,
Yeah, well, you get disgustingly resilient.
Nope. Wow.
He's still taken out.
Good.
Okay, I actually planned on hunting your poxwalkers down, but
You don't have to, man.
no, it's looking like I don't really need to worry about the poxwalkers. So that Marine there, he is going to fire his grenade launcher, and I'll shoot at him with the frag grenades this time. So D6 shots. 4, 5?
Jeez.
Yeah, 5. He's within half range, but obscured. So hitting on 4s. That's 3 hits. Strength 3. So toughness 5, wounding on 5s. 1. Gives you 1 armor save, I believe. This doesn't have an AP value, so
There you go.
you make it. Since the Deathguard have no ranged weapons that can actually shoot at something anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I can now just shoot with all the leftover Primaris Marines. Start with him. He's gonna fire at him with his, what was it, bolt rifle thing. 2 shots within half range but obscured, so hitting on force.
Yo.
That's 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 5. He doesn't wound, because he needed a 5. Then I'll move on to the Reaver Sergeant here. He's gonna use his heavy bolt pistol, and he'll just, well, I'll take this guy. Within half range but obscured. So, hitting on a 4. Wounds, he hits. Toughness 3, right?
If that, yes, 3.
Yeah, and strength 4, so wounding on 3s. Any wounds? With a -1 AP for 1 damage, so I think you're just gonna get your disgustingly resilient.
Yeah, I don't have a save.
No.
Hey, there you go.
You make it. And then I have this other Reaver here left. He's gonna fire at him with his pistol. Also 1 shot, overhead range and obscured.
Yep.
So hitting on a 5. He hits. Strength 4, toughness 5. So we're wounding on a 5. He wounds. And that gives you a -1 AP. So it leaves you with a 4 up armor save, which you fail.
Yep.
It does 1 damage, so you can take your disgustingly resilient roll.
God damn it.
Which you also fail. That's a flesh wound because you're obscured, so it's a -1.
Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say.
And the other guys, they all rolled 6s for their
they fucking sure did.
damage.
Yeah.
So now he's just flesh wounded.
Oh yeah.
Do the Deathguard have transhuman shenanigans as well?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, that's cool. But well, hitting for shooting doesn't matter for him since he's a flamer. He auto hits. So end of turn 1. I'm going to admit I'm a bit shocked with what happened.
Oh, you're a bit shocked. Okay.
Yeah, well, Igor is shocked as well. I didn't expect the Marines to perform this well in 1 turn. Morale phase. You don't need to take a morale check since you're over half. But you do need to take a nerve test for him with a -3 modifier.
What is
Yeah, it's 1d6.
Okay.
So you have 4, and we add 3 to it, 7. He has leadership 7, so there's nothing, nothing wrong. On to the roll off for turn 2. I have 1, so you get to go first.
Hooray!
So I need to do the Deathguard first, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Igor, he advanced in the obvious direction. This guy ready? All the rest is going to try and bubble wrap the champion now.
Yep.
So the Astartes, they moved up. The Reaver Sergeant there is going to attempt to charge that Boxwalker in a bit. And all other Marines just moved a bit up the board. So I'll make the charge roll, needing an 8.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, he's kind of like in with 12.
Yeah, a little bit.
So he makes it. Poxwalkers don't overwatch, so I'll just move him towards him. So the sergeant is in, and so Igor thought a bit about retreating him 3 inches back, but then the sergeant would be able to charge both of them, and then I could possibly use the stratagem to have him fight again. So I strongly advised Igor not to do that.
Yeah.
Onto the shooting phase, so you get to start with this Mister here.
Hooray!
So pick a target.
Can you see him? Yeah.
Who you want to shoot at? The comm specialist or at the Reaver? Yes.
No, shit, okay.
I think he is obscured due to container.
Yeah, but he's within 12. He is within 12. Get to shoot twice.
So 2 shots, hitting on force then, for being obscured.
That's a 5.
1 hit.
Yep.
Strength 4, toughness 4. So winning on force.
That's a 5.
He does that. No AP.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, it's a regular bolter, I think. So I failed that save, so he's down to 1 wound.
Hooray.
So the first Astartes that's going to fire is the sergeant, and he'll be shooting at this lovely guy again. It's within half range but obscured. 2 shots, hitting on force. 1 hit, he'll be wounding on a 5, which he doesn't. So you get to shoot with
nothing.
No, he can't. No, he can't see anything. So I can just continue now.
Yeah, fine.
Working down the range.
Yes.
He will shoot at him. I don't think he can see him, but he can see him.
Yeah.
So over half range clearly and obscured.
Oh.
So hitting on a 5.
That's right.
Which he does. Strength 4, toughness 3. So winning on a 3. Which he does. No armor saves. You get a disgustingly resilient.
Yep.
Which you make.
Yep.
Damn, those poxwalkers are once again hard to kill.
Yeah.
Then we go to him. Now the comm specialist is telling him +1 to hit. I'm gonna shoot at him. We didn't have range. Gonna fire the crack grenade. Obscured. So that's hitting on a 3.
Yep.
He hits. Strength 6. Wounding on a 3. Toughness 5. He does. -1 AP, so leaves you with a 4 armor save.
That's
And you make that one.
Yeah.
So that's a bit different. Now the comm specialist himself is going to fire at him. 2 shots within half range, but obscured. Hitting on force. 1 hit. Wounding on 5, strength 4, toughness 5. He does that with a -1 AP. You shoot a 4 armor save.
Nope.
Nope. Disgustingly resilient.
Nope.
Nope. For 1 damage. With a -1 due to being obscured.
So
And that's a flash wound. So this guy is gonna fire at him. He's gonna once again use the custom ammo stratagem for a +1 to wound. And he also, since he's a demolition expert, gets a +1 to wound against targets in that are obscured. He's within half range, but he's obscured. So it's on a -1 to hit, but he has D6 attacks. So let's first D6 shots. So first see for 6 shots.
Wow.
That's nice. I'm so nice against you today.
Wow.
Hitting on force.
Yeah.
And he hits 4 of them.
Wow.
So it's strength 3. But since you're obscured,
Yes.
and I played the stratagem,
Yes.
he basically gets a +2 to wound you. So that means he's going to be wounding you on 3 ups. For 2, that's 2 armor saves. Or 3 up. You fail both of them.
Jesus.
Now, yeah, 2 disgustingly resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pass 1. You pass more disgustingly resilient rolls so far than 3 up armor saves.
Yeah.
So then we get to the damage. It's a -1 and a +1. Obscured and flesh wounded.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Boop. Dead.
he's taken out. So that brings us to the combat phase. The Reaver Sergeant charged. I assume you're not going to decisive strike.
No, I think I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, so yes, 3 attacks base, 1 for the combat knife and 1 because he's the combat specialist, so that puts him to 5 attacks. He'll be hitting on 3s.
That's 4 hits.
4 hits. Strength 4 against toughness 3.
Yep.
So he'll be wounding on 3s as well.
That's 3.
That's 3 of them. So you get 3 disgustingly resilience. Pass 2. Let's see what happens. He takes a flesh wound.
Of course he does.
So since I have 2 command points left, I'm gonna play Untitled Chapter because I really want the dude to die. So I'm going to attack again with the Reaver Sergeant.
Sure.
Again, 5 attacks hitting on 3s. Fading 2 this time. So, wounding on 3s as well. For 2. Gives you 2 disgustingly resilience.
Bam.
Oh! The freaking poxwalkers!
How's that honoring the chapter going, buddy?
So, I should have done it at the end of the fight phase. I completely forgot you got to strike back. But since nothing happens, nothing happened anymore, so the poxwalker gets to strike back. I'm sorry for that.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, so 2 attacks, hitting on 6s because the flesh wound.
Okay. There you go.
No hits.
Nope.
So, end of turn then. Morale.
What morale?
Yeah.
We're good. 3 dudes. Oh wait, flesh wound.
Yeah, but you need to nerf check anyway. Flesh wounds count as well towards
Yeah,
them,
so
so
it's
you need to take a morale check.
Yep. Oof.
Well, you pass it. I assume he's 8, the leader. Yeah. Now he needs to take a nerve check, and he needs to take a nerve check. I assume he has the highest leadership, the Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take him first, because we get an additional modifier for if he dies as well. Yeah. He's not shaken. Okay. And we did it wrong the previous turn because the flesh wound doesn't count towards that.
Oh really?
But since you passed it, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. The Poxwalker.
You have 4.
4, so you need to roll 1.
Nope.
So he's shaken.
I don't get why they're shaken.
The Reaver there, oh, he's not flesh wounded, it's just a wound. So, on to turn 3.
No.
Roll off turn 3. Let's see who goes first this turn.
There you go.
What's it? A 1 and a 2 and a 2. This dice is even worse.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm happy you bought new dice.
So, the end of movement phase turn 3 and the Deathguard repositioned. I just realized that I need to actually start doing something to that leader of yours.
Well, give it a minute, he's the only one left and
he advanced.
After a couple of shots.
For the Space Marines he advanced. Yeah, well, yeah. So this Reaver, I moved him a little bit back so that the Plague Spear here can't draw line of sight on him anymore.
Boo.
No, that's smart.
Boo.
Because I don't want to eat that flamer thing. And the rest got into position. They all moved, so no readying for the Astartes. On to the shooting phase. So starting off the shooting phase, the Deathguard are not going to shoot. I'll start with this guy. This guy will tell him +1 to hit. And I'm gonna shoot at him with a crack grenade. And I'm not gonna use the stratagem this time. So 1 shot, hitting on a, he's within half range, so -1/+1, hitting on a 3.
Yeah.
He hits, strength 6. But because you're obscured, I get a +1 to wound.
Sure.
So I'll be wounding on a 2. Which I do. It's a -1 AP.
Hey.
Damn it! Well, onto the dude next to him then. He'll shoot at him as well. Obscured, but within half range, 2 shots. Hitting on force. 2 hits. Strength 4, toughness 5.
Yep.
Wounding on
nice.
Not that. Yep. So the dude with the pistol here, the Reaver, is going to shoot at that Poxwalker.
Sure.
You're not obscured. 1 shot, within half range, hitting on 3.
Nope.
I'm gonna freaking command point reroll this one.
Wow.
Into a hit. Strength 4, toughness 3, wounded on a 3. He wounds, so disgustingly resilient. You fail, damage, a flesh wound.
A flesh wound.
It's good enough for me. Then we have the sergeant left. And so the sergeant, he will shoot at this Poxwalker right here. Within half range, but obscured, 2 shots. Hitting on force. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3, strength 4, toughness 3. And he wounds. So that's another disgustingly resilient that you
fail.
Well, now you failed it. He's obscured, so damage roll with a -1.
Yeah.
That's a flesh wound.
Okay.
And I think that's all for shooting. He could shoot,
Yep.
but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Because if I manage to kill him, he'll have to eat the flamer. Yeah, and I don't want that. So I'll just try and kill him in combat this time.
I mean, you can consolidate, right?
No, because it's a shooting phase.
Oh, it's shooting phase, yeah.
Then I'll have to kill him in combat to be able to consolidate.
Yep, correct.
So, onto the combat phase then.
Yay.
Let's do this straight away, because we only have 1 combat. You had the initiative, so you get to go first. 2 attacks. Hitting on 6s.
1 hit.
1 hit. Wounding on 5s, I suppose, strength 3, I think.
Yeah, strength 3.
Yeah. 5s.
Yay.
Yay, 3 of arms, which I make. Now he gets to strike back 5 attacks.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s, they all hit. I have 4 6s here, mate.
Jesus.
He'll also be wounding on 3s, strength 4.
Yeah.
2 don't wound. 3 wounds. That's 3 disgustingly resilient. And you fail all 3, so that's a damage roll with a +1 due to the flesh wound.
Dead.
Now he's taken out, yeah.
Bye.
And now the sergeant gets...
Oh wait, he was shaken, so...
Was he shaken?
I think he was shaken.
Yeah, he was shaken. Oh, it doesn't matter.
No.
He didn't do anything.
No.
So, he now consolidates onto that guy. That means that you get to strike with him.
Ooh. Well, there you go.
He also hits on 6s. He doesn't hit anything. I don't have 2 command points left to let him fight again. So, can try to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the combat phase. So on to the morale phase.
Yep.
The Marines don't need to take the Astartes don't need to take a morale check.
Nope.
Still only lost 1 wound so far. I assume you're gonna start with him.
Well, overall break test, right?
Yeah, but it's worse.
Oh yeah. No,
First your regular morale check. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 8, leadership 8. So you pass that. Now I take a nerve check for him.
4.
That's 8. So he's shaken for the next turn, and then the two poxwalkers, they need 1s. They are at -5 now.
Nope.
The first one.
Nope.
And the second one. So they're all shaken.
Good.
Which means you will only have your leader to play with in turn 4, basically.
Nope.
So, initiative roll turn 4. You have 2, I have 3. So the Astartes get to go first this turn.
Hooray!
So end of movement, the sergeant moved up. The what's it? Demolition specialist. He moved up as well. Or they are still locked in combat. He charged the Reaver, charged him, and then we go here. The comm specialist advanced. He moved up in the corner to draw a line of sight on the Deathguard leader, who readied. So all the Deathguard are shaken except for the leader. So Igor doesn't have a whole lot to do this turn, unfortunately. Onto the shooting phase, and we're going to start with the Deathguard leader.
Yeah.
So the ready leader is going to shoot with his plasma gun. He's going to supercharge the plasma gun, and I assume you're going to shoot at him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the best target you can pick, right? So open line of sight, within half range, hitting on 3s. Don't roll 1. Really, command point reroll.
Command point reroll.
Yeah.
Well, if I take myself out,
If you now roll another one, he's dead.
I'll claim the victory for myself.
You hit strength 8.
Yep.
Wounding on a 2.
Much, yeah.
You wound. What's the -3 then, I think?
It's 3, yes.
That's 4, 5, 6 up. 6 up armor save for the duder.
Fuck off.
Which I make. It's ridiculous. So this time I'm going to opt to first shoot with him.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot at him because, well, with his pistol.
Yep.
Hitting on a 3. He hits. Wounding on a 3. He does right that.
There you go.
You get to do your disgustingly resilient.
Oh, shit.
Throw it in the dice bin.
In the bucket. There you go.
And once again, a poxwalker makes it disgustingly resilient roll.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna take the demolition specialist, and he's gonna fire at this poxwalker.
Yes.
Within half range.
Yes.
But obscured. So he'll be hitting on force, but I'm gonna use the frag grenades for D6.
Sure.
And it's 4 this time.
You split them or?
Well, I can't see the other dudes, so I can't target them, right? And I don't want to split it. I just want to take out the poxwalker.
Sure.
Hitting on force. 1 hit. But since you're obscured, I get a +1 to wound. Strength 3. So wounding on 3s. He wounds. Let's see if you once again pass your disgust. Of course you do. Then the other one. The comm specialist tells him +1 to hit. Since your leader is, I assume, obscured. Yeah, he is.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's marginally, but he's obscured. So, within half range, hitting on a 3, that makes it a 4, but he gets a +1 to hit. Shooting with a cracked grenade, hitting on a 3. Command point reroll.
Yep.
And he wounds, that's strength 6, toughness 5. So, wounding on a 3. With a -1 AP. So, that leaves you with a 4 arm save on your leader. You fail that one.
I sure do.
It's for D3 damage. 2. So, you need to take 2 disgusting wounds.
Nope.
You fail both.
Jesus.
He only has 1 wound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 damage rolls, but you're obscured. So
Dead.
that's a 5 with a yeah, he's taken out.
Yep.
And that means that
We're done.
in turn 4, the Adeptus Astartes win this game. We'll be back in a second with the post-game review. So, post-game, Igor, first time we used Astartes. Sorry. What do you how do you feel about this game?
I hate him.
You hate them.
I hate the Astartes. No, it's honestly, in Killteam, anything that has more than 1 wound worries me. And all these dudes come standard equipped with 2 wounds. That was my first fear. But then you're like, well, now I'm just going to shoot grenades at 30 range. It's like, whoa, good, fun. This is going to be great. And yeah, it is exactly that. Like it's just a frag cannon with max range, which is crazy. And yeah, they did what they did.
Yeah, I was kind of. I told you before we played, and also told you yesterday already through Messenger. I didn't expect a whole lot of this team.
Well,
I thought it was just for shits and giggles, and it wasn't going to really do a lot. And then turn 1 went down, and your Great Plague Cleaver and your Blight Launcher were both, well, sent back into the wherever they came from.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Well, then again,
and I was the one I was afraid of was the Reaver Sergeant with his 5 attacks, and then he managed to, with a lot of difficulty, kill 1 Poxwalker in the end.
Yeah, well, like I said, halfway through the game, I should have repositioned a lot of things, but I feel I gave you those 2 things to kill there in the first place. I'd rather given you the Plague Spewer first and kept the. Well, let's just back it up. Like how I play defensively is not a thing. Like I don't like to sit back and wait for people to come over to me, because that's basically how you have to play this scenario if you want to actually get a win out of it.
Yeah, nonetheless, even if you wanted to play offensive, the 2 guys you lost in turn 1 forced you to play defensive.
Yeah, they were my offensive.
Yeah, and I managed to. But then again, after playing them a couple of times, I told you I kind of see now what I need to go for first, and then I'll worry about the rest later. Leaving you with hardly any shooting phase after that. Yeah. You shot once with the plasma, and you had a couple of bolter shots. Well, and let's face it, bolters aren't going to wound Space Marines.
No, like I said, the 2 wounds is a problem.
I do, however, agree that the 2 grenade launches is a bit much.
It's crazy.
Again, also from that weapon, I didn't expect a whole lot, and I didn't expect actually for it to become the go-to weapon. And well, with me being me and rolling 6s for amount of shots and stuff like that, rolling the 1 6-up armor save on the exact moment when I made 2 charges, 2 double 6s.
Yeah.
That was, those rolls were pretty influential in this game. That brings us to, well, the mans of the match, guys of the match, thing of the match, I suppose. Clearly, we discussed this, the grenade launchers, especially the demolition specialist.
Yeah.
With the comm specialist next to him, giving him a +1 to wound, and then a +1 to hit, and then the ability of getting a +2 to wound. Strength 3 grenades are pretty insane all of a sudden against anything that's toughness 6 or below toughness 6 basically. because you'll normally be winning it on 5s, and then also you start winning it on 3s. So imagine using this against Hormagaunts or something. Toughness 3, I'll be winning you on 1s.
Yeah.
So, well, 1 always is a fail, but yeah. So those two guys are the man of the match. Igor is going to have the opportunity in our next game to play with them, so if he wants to.
See what happens.
Yeah. Then your man, dudes, things of the match, the Poxwalkers.
It's the only thing I got to roll good for. Like.
Yeah, you passed nearly all their disgusting resilient saves.
Not the Space Marines, no. But
oh, it's always the same thing with your Poxwalkers. I think you'd be better off just fielding 20 Poxwalkers. I would never ever get through that. 19 Poxwalkers and the leader would be the absolute team for this game.
Yeah.
Because in the end, I would have managed to kill like 3 of them, and that's it. And you would have just sit back there with your leader and won this game.
But it takes forever to get them across the table, though.
Doesn't matter. You don't need to go across. Just bubble wrap your leader.
Well, yeah. Well, no, because
yeah, it would be an insanely boring game to watch and play. But
it's basically, see how many grenades you can chuck at it, and then just whittle them down by proximity. It's crazy.
Yeah, but if you make all your disgusting resilience, you don't care about whittling anything down. So, I was surprised by how well this Astartes team performed.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a nice addition to
the roster.
Yeah, to our pool of teams, and I also think I expected them to be in the range of the Necrons, but I think they are a bit higher up there.
Yeah.
Especially as long as the Necrons don't have Gauss Immortals.
Yeah, true.
The moment they get Gauss Immortals, I think it's going to be a different game, especially against 3-up safe armies.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So for now we're going to leave it at this, and I'm going to thank you once again for watching if you made it this far. So hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.